I like to look at my orb pictures that are so colorful and put them on pan and zoom and make them really large and just sit back and watch the colors as they go by. Some of them I think would actually make a wonderful mural for a wall. If a person can live with such vibrant colors all around them, I don't know. Might be kind of hard to do. I keep thinking I want to do something with these pictures. I was thinking lately about what if I got them pearlized, and blown up real big. Some of them that are the more prettier ones. But I can't determine which I like the most. I like them all. On this particular day, I took these pictures. I just went in very close inside the orb so that you couldn't see even the outside roundness of it, because I just wanted to mostly concentrate on the colors. They're not really symmetrical, but yet they're beautiful. When you're looking through your camera and seeing these kind of orbs with this kind of color in them, you just can't get your fill of snapping another picture, another one and another one, when you see so much magnificent color. What I am filming is a spot of light concentrated on a piece of glass. I have an LED light shining on that piece of glass, and then I take my camera and focus up real close on that shiny spot of light, and it has all this in it. It never ceases to amaze me how beautiful the colors are arranged. Nature is its own best artist. Well, everybody knows that anyway. There's nothing more beautiful than nature. I often think this would look real good as a backdrop for something going on with people in front of this, and this be the background video that's playing. Now these are orbs. At least they have a little circle around the outer edges that denotes that they're an orb to me, but I've never seen any other orbs that capture so much color from other people who photograph orbs. It's really, really easy to do. Anyone with a digital camera and an LED light and something made of glass, like even a glass marble, or in my case I use this little teardrop shape piece of glass that came off of a chandelier. This is not all that's going on in these orbs, though. These are just the pictures I picked out of many. I have other pictures that show some unusual things going on inside the orb. But what it is, I do not know. Sometimes I think I'm filming what the ethers looks like. It's like, to me, it's like, well, if God were an artist, this is his canvas. This is all the colors he chooses from to paint with. Not just colors, but textures and designs and all kinds of cool stuff. Because I think color is a living being. I know that's hard to imagine color as being a living being, but I think that. Now these that have a little foliage in the background, these next few will be having a little foliage in the background because I was outdoors and using the sunshine as my source of light instead of the LED light that I have in my room. And the funny thing is, the sunshine and my LED light both show me the same kinds of colors and orbs. But I was inside a little area that's covered with plants. I have this passion fruit plant that's growing all around, and it covers this little tent area that I made to be the shape of the vector equilibrium. I call it my VE tent. And I go in there sometimes and just see if the sun is shining through in such a way that I can capture some orbs. And that's my peaceful, quiet place to be. Except that ants get in there. I might have taken care of that problem now because someone said if you sprinkle cinnamon all around, ants don't like it. It doesn't kill them, but they don't like it and they won't come around. So the other day I went in there and sprinkled cinnamon all around because I like the smell of cinnamon anyway. So you can see right through these orbs. You can see the foliage. I'm discovering that I can take better videos with my cell phone, the camera, the movie camera on it. I think I have kind of ruined some of my other cameras. Only have 2 others. But when you take pictures of the light, sometimes that light entering into the camera will mess with the works of the camera. And the reason I started taking it with my, I'm filming this off of my computer screen with my cell phone camera. And the reason I'm doing that is because I was using my camera and it's set for just a few minutes of a video. And it changes. Sometimes it'll be 5 minutes. Sometimes it'll be 10 seconds. And I cannot figure out for the life of me, even though I've read the instruction book, what I can do to set the time so it will be longer, like 30 minutes or so of a video. I don't want to do a little 5-minute video. I want it to be longer. I want it to be as long as I want it to be, even if sometimes I want it to be short, but I want to be able to be the one who determines how long it will be. And so far, using my cell phone and sending it to YouTube and sending it out on my Facebook has been very successful. I'm going to put this one on Facebook. I don't get many comments on my orb pictures when I put them on Facebook. I don't know why. I think the people would think they're very interesting. But never, hardly ever do I get a comment. It's kind of sad to have a hobby of doing something, and even my daughter and her family, they don't care to look at my pictures. But I'm not going to fault them on it. That's just how they are, and I'm not that way about some things I'm not interested in. I won't look at it. But it's kind of lonely. You get all these beautiful pictures, and I want to share them. I don't want to force them on anyone, though. That wouldn't be right. I guess if I did some footwork and got out there and learned my way around Austin in different places, and with the GPS, I ought to be able to find the places that a lot of metaphysical interested people hang out, then I would have people who were interested, and they might even want to learn how to do this themselves. But I'm getting old and set in my ways, and I don't think I can learn new things sometimes. I'll be 71 in this August. Well, now when you're 70, 80 or 90 seems to be old, but it won't be long. I'll be there if I live that long. It's not so bad getting older. Only thing is the aches and pains aren't too fun. The stiffness. But I'm going to get moving more so I get the stiffness to go away. Going to go to the coast. Going to go on a little vacation August the 20th or somewhere about then. We're going to go to the ocean. I'll be with my sisters. And I'm going to take some interesting pictures while I'm there and have them in it, because I have been able to capture these orbs, but just only white ones with people in the picture with it. But you have to have people willing to pose for you and move this way or that, and it's sometimes kind of hard to get unless you have a lot of cooperation. But my sisters will probably work with me on that. We're going to spend 2 whole days at the ocean. It's been a lot of years since I've been to the ocean. Well, if this is what the etheric looks like, then it is very beautiful indeed. There's been a lot of discussion about the ethers. Some people sometimes say, well, you brought that out of the ethers, when it's an ideal or something that they have. And then there's people who say, oh, there's no such thing as the ethers. And yet a lot of very smart people talked about the ethers. Nikola Tesla, Walter Russell, and the etheric is a real thing. I think it's what everything that is physical comes from. And it's more real than the physical, because the physical is the illusion. It is something in our minds that we have imagined into being, and our imagining gives it all of the senses of taste and touch and feel and seeing and smelling and all of that. It's like we're living in a virtual reality world where nothing's really real. And the good thing about that is, if it's not really real, all of the terrible bad things that have happened are just things we can know that aren't set in stone, that don't have to be repeated. And they've been there for lessons for us to learn how to be good creators. So we learn not to create war and havoc and chaos all the time. I don't mind thinking that I'm living in a computer-generated world. Oh dear, I'm going to end this now. Noise has come into the house.